Yo. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jared Bless coming to you guys with another video. Not today. We got the UFC Vegas 21 results. I know I'm a little bit later on in the day, a little bit late or later than usual, but we had a little bit of technical difficulties, but here we are. Make sure if you're a new viewer to this channel, make sure you guys leave a like. Make sure that you guys subscribe and hit that notification bell, man. This is our 4th video on the channel, so we pretty much brand new. So we just gonna keep working our way up until we get to where we want to be. First thing is road to 100 subscribers, so let's get there. Leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let's get straight into today's video. So, main card of UFC Vegas 21 was pretty good. You know, it was a really good night of fights, but I'm not going to really be addressing the undercard, prelims, anything of that nature. I'm only going to be addressing the main card. And the first fight of the main card was Eric Anders versus Darren Stewart. Now, the fight was ruled a no contest due to an illegal knee at round 1, 4 minutes and 37 seconds in. Now, Eric Anders was pretty much losing the fight in the beginning. You know, Darren Stewart came out pretty energetic, pretty fast, ready to go, and he was landing some big shots. The tide started to change. Eric Anders started to land the big shots, was really close to finishing Darren Stewart, and then Darren Stewart got against the cage, and basically he was a downed opponent. He was a downed opponent, and Eric Anders threw a knee, and it ended up being a no contest. Now, the thing that confused me was when we see Peter Yan versus Aljamain Sterling, Peter Yan got a disqualification, which resulted in him losing the title. But I guess it is what it is, because it's really up to the referee in that point, because in the Aljo fight, the referee warned Yan that, you know, Sterling was a downed fighter, you know what I'm saying? So I'm guessing in this fight, Eric Anders versus Darren Stewart, you know, it was just ruled a no contest or unintentional. That's what it is. That's what it was. Can't really complain too much. It's just a little bit confusing to the fans and to everybody watching. Even a lot of the fighters don't even know the rules. So it's confusing to pretty much everybody when one week we'll see somebody get disqualified when there's a title on the line, and then the next week we'll see a no contest for just another fight on a fight night. It doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. It ended up being a no contest, so both guys walked away just without a win, so it is what it is. The next fight was Matthews Nikolai versus Manal Cape. I thought this fight was given to the wrong guy. They gave the fight to Matthews Nicola, and I think he only won the first round. I think that Cape pretty much landed some big shots in the second round, and then in the third round, he edged him out in the striking. But I guess, I don't know, the judges just decided to give a split decision victory to Matthews Nicola. I mean, hey, that's what it is. Leave it into the judges' hands, and then you never know what's going to happen. Ask Max Holloway versus, you know, I just asked Max Holloway. Y'all seen it. Max Holloway versus Volkanovski too. And what happened? The judges gave the fight to Volkanovski when Max clearly won the first 3 rounds. A clear robbery. Even the guy that made the rules, Big John McCarthy, said that Max Holloway won. So it is what it is. But we ain't going to get into that. That's another story for another day. So yeah, Nicola ended up getting the victory over Manal Cape due to a split decision, 29-28. So it is what it is. The next fight was Davey Grant versus Jonathan Martinez. Now, Davey Grant ended up getting the knockout, so he's now on a 3-fight knockout win streak, which is pretty good. He probably is going to get somebody that's ranked, or the next fight should put him in position to get a ranked opponent. Once you're on a win streak like that, you deserve a big name, or at least a ranked opponent. But yeah, he ended up knocking out Jonathan Martinez. Now, from what I know, Jonathan Martinez, you know, has been injured over the past couple of years. He had a span where over the stretch of 4 years, he's only had 3 fights. So, you know, being in the fight game and going through injuries that are that severe, it's not easy to just come back and pick up wins or get a rhythm ever again. You know, that's long-term effects on your body. So, sad to see him go out like that. But, yeah, Davey Grant ended up getting the knockout. And that was that. The next fight was Dan Ige versus Gavin Tucker. Dan Ige won via first-round KO, 22 seconds in. And it was just pretty simple how it happened. Literally, Gavin Tucker tried to lunge in to set up a combination or throw a strike, and Dan Ige just perfectly timed the right straight directly down the middle and just clipped, not even clipped, but just literally put Gavin Tucker's lights out. So shout out to Dan Ige. Big win for him coming off the loss to Calvin Kattar, which he pretty much got dominated. You know, that was his chance at being near the top 5. I think at the time Kattar was ranked 6th and Dan Ige was ranked 10th. I'm not sure what the rankings look like now for them, but Dan Ige should get a big fight because, you know, he fought Calvin Kattar, which Calvin Kattar was fighting behind him because Dan Ige was ranked lower. Now, Dan Ige took a loss to Calvin Kattar at that time and did the same thing. He fought an unranked opponent. So now I think Dan Ige deserves somebody ahead of him, you know. So he did just have a baby. His wife just had a baby, or is gonna have a baby pretty soon. So Dan Ige did say he's gonna be out for a while. So we won't see Dan Ige until like around the fall. But hey, you never know. If a big fight comes up, I'm pretty sure Dan Ige will not say no. But yeah, that was that. The next fight, which was the co-main event, was Ryan Spann defeating Misha Cirkunov via first round TKO. I just feel bad for Misha Cirkunov because he's always been, you know, hovering in that light heavyweight top 10 through 15, and he's never really been able to break through past top 10. So, I mean, it is what it is, just another defeat. Hopefully he'll be able to bounce back from it. But yeah, Ryan Spann, I like Ryan Spann's game because I feel like he has the tools to be really, really good in the future. You know, his last fight, or the last fight I can remember him, was Sam Alvey, or it was versus Sam Alvey at UFC 249. And I felt like Ryan Spann could have just did so much more in that fight. He was just scared to pull the trigger. Even though Sam Alvey is a tough fighter, I really thought that Ryan Spann literally could have did a lot more. But yeah, great to see him come out here and get the victory over Misha Cirkunov via TKO. And now, on to the main event. Leon Edwards versus Belal Muhammad. Man, what a fight it was while it lasted for Leon Edwards, to be quite honest. Now, Leon looked really, really sharp, really precise, really on point. He landed a big left high head kick on Belal that stunned him, had him on chicken legs. Yo, I'm telling you, Leon Edwards looked real good. For a guy that hasn't fought in 600 days, that just goes to show ring rust is not something that's for everybody. It's something that is real, but it's not for everybody. Ask Dominic Cruz, you get what I'm saying? Ask John Jones. When John Jones was going through all of the things he was going through outside of the octagon, he's had time off, and he's came back and been John Jones, continue to win. Ring rust is not a thing for some fighters, people. Just because they've been out for a while doesn't mean they're not going to be able to perform well. But yeah, leading up to Leon's good performance, it was going well for him. He was striking really good, switching stances really good. Everything looked crisp. His clinch, he looked strong, precise. Everything looked good for Leon Edwards. It wasn't really looking good for Belal Muhammad at all, really. But he does get better as the fight goes on, so we don't know how the fight would have went. But we do know that Leon Edwards did land or poked Belal Muhammad in the eye. It was a really bad eye poke. By the reaction of Belal Muhammad, you could just tell it was really bad. Yeah, the fight ended up being a no decision. That's what it was ruled as, a no decision. But honestly, Leon Edwards should have got disqualified. And the reason why I say he should have got disqualified, because he literally poked Belal Muhammad in the eye prior to that, and he got a warning. So I don't know how could Leon Edwards land another eye poke so severe and then, you know what I'm saying, end up only getting a no decision. It doesn't make sense. I just really feel bad for Peter Yan, because he got disqualified and lost the title after one accidental knee. I don't know. I guess it's just the way how the fight plays out. And it's really all up to the referee, because up to the point where Yan got, you know, disqualified, Aljamain Sterling was getting beat up pretty badly. He was really tired. He was really gassed. So then you add an illegal knee to that. You know, it's up to the referee. And then in this fight, I mean, the fight just started. They were fresh. But, you know, Belal was poked in the eye once before that. So I feel like Leon should have been disqualified. But it is what it is. For some odd reason, Leon, or actually, I want to read to you guys what Belal Muhammad ended up tweeting on Twitter. I'll leave it, the screenshot on the screen. Also, I will leave, what else? Oh yeah, the picture of Belal Muhammad, his eye. It was really bad. It's hard to even speak, even look at it. But Belal Muhammad tweeted, "My heart is shattered. My first main event ended like that, but God's the best of planners. I'm sorry to the fans and the UFC. You deserve the full fight. Alhamdulillah. Division is coming back and no permanent damage to the eye. I'll be back, and we want to run it back." Yeah, I want to see that fight get ran back. No permanent damage for Belal, which was really concerning because it was a really bad eye poke. For some reason, Leon Edwards thinks he deserves a title shot. He does not deserve a title shot, and I'm rocking with Leon Edwards. I like his fight style and all of that. But you can't get a title shot off of a no contest where you poke somebody in the eye twice versus a guy in Colby Covington that lost in his title fight, came back and beat Tyron Woodley, destroyed him, really 5 rounds to none. He deserves a title shot more than anybody else right now. I would even say it's either Colby Covington or Wonderboy that deserves a title shot. Belal Muhammad and Leon Edwards needs to run it back. Obviously, Gilbert Burns just took a loss, so he needs to take a break. And that's all that matters right now. Jorge Masvidal should not get a title fight at all. He needs to fight someone else. He needs to fight Kobe. I don't know why he's being scared. That's what really should go on. It should really be, in a perfect world for me, I would love to see Kobe versus Jorge, Belal versus Leon rematch, and I would like to see Wonder Boy versus Usman. He's the only guy in the top 5 that has not fought Usman yet, so I would love to see the Wonder Boy match. I feel like he's earned it. What, like 2 or 3 fight win streak versus competition behind him, so I feel like he deserves the title shot. And if they don't want to do the rematch with Belal versus Leon, then Leon needs to fight Wonder Boy. There's no way that Leon should get a title shot next, but that's just my personal opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? Especially after being out for 2 years and then you come back, get an eye poke, and then expect to get a title shot. You got to be sick in your head. But that's just my thoughts. Like I said, guys, let me know what y'all think down below in the comment section, man. Leave a like on this video. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell because I will be updating you guys on everything UFC. Majority of it will be UFC, but if there's an interesting story outside of MMA, I will, you know, be sure to bring that to you guys. Or outside of the UFC, I'll be sure to bring it to you guys. So make sure you guys stay tuned, man. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Hit the notice bell. It's your boy, Jared Bless, and I'm out, y'all. Peace.